he mentioned this week, and there he is. Last year, his injury, and then when he came back, he lost 7 of 9 matches and really struggled a lot the rest of the year because he wasn't as hyper-focused on his weight, like you said. And now we're underway.
And that's one of the adjustments that has to come with going from, even junior college or just from high school. That's one of the adjustments that has to be made, is making weight week in and week out, and doing it in a way that is conducive to performing at the same energy level.
Looks like we've got a little blood here, but yeah, Waters, West Virginia's staff got on him early in the recruiting process before he won his 2 Pennsylvania State titles. Well, then everybody's in, but Coach Flynn had built the relationship and gave West Virginia the advantage. So I've seen that happen many times in recruiting. I remember Troy Davis. Iowa State was in earliest. The in-state schools were kind of waiting, and he ended up with a Hall of Fame career as a Cyclone football player.
Yeah, I think those things are extremely important because you want to talk about relationships, trust, loyalty, those things, but it's like, when did you get here, right? And so I love to see when these young student athletes make that decision to ride with who gave them an opportunity first. Nice single right there. Great defense by Swiderski.
Well, I didn't realize how long Waters is.
Yeah, has a great way to use it, and he looks for offense consistently. So I think this could turn into a really high activity match. It'll be interesting to see who's able to secure the leg, get both hands around it, and then finalize the position.
Well, you're watching 2 of the top 10 wrestlers in this weight class. And both individuals who want to be on the podium.
Absolutely.
In March.
Absolutely, we both want to be on the podium.
Of course, Swiderski came to Iowa State as one of the 4 Michigan wrestlers to win both 4 individual titles and be a part of 4 team championship squads. 166-3 as a prep. And of course, one of the other of the 4 is Brent Metcalf of Iowa State.
Yeah, and Waters is doing a high output of attacks right here. Getting a little bit closer than Swiderski's been able to get so far. And we'll see if that plays into our head referee's decision at all, as they're creating some action right here.
Swiderski fights him off. When you're wrestling a guy that is longer than you, what are you mindful of when you're attacking?
Just having to be very crisp with my attacks, right? Like if I'm shooting doubles, I want to get behind the knees or I want to get them off the ground. And so if I'm shooting singles, I want to get underneath it. I want to get, again, off the ground, get that leg elevated so that they can extend the position.
Well, Swiderski, we talked about his struggles after the injury last year. He still managed to steal an NCAA spot. Almost had it.
Right. Beautiful ankle pick right there. Swiderski knew what time it was on the clock and tried to find an opportunity to score at the end of the period.
So 0-0, but certainly a lot of action, and both wrestlers kind of scouting each other out.
Starting neutral. Yep. And so I think when you look at Waters, right, you look at his frame, it's a long frame, and he definitely presents some challenges for wrestlers when they choose bottom or he gets on top. And I think right now Swiderski was like, I think my energy would better be served on my feet.
Hand fighting.
Yeah, and Swiderski's really been trying to attack that front left leg, and now he's looking to run it down.
Swiderski countered, almost got the left leg of Waters.
And again,
Got the ankle.
He continues to look for it. And right there, that's a really tight position. Again, if you're at home and you get to that single leg position, you want to move forward because you're working against, science. If you're moving backwards, that person's moving the other way. It's just really hard to capitalize on that position. And so you'd love to see that get cleaned up. We saw that earlier in the match with Tarakina as well.
Going to put him back in the middle.
Short time again. Look for who's going to take that attack at the end of this period and try to finalize the period on top. That would be huge for either wrestler. Huge for either wrestler.
Swiderski, sophomore. 14-2 this season. Waters 19-3. Final seconds.
Swiderski starting to pick up the pace, trying to find a few opportunities at the end of the second period. Waters seemed to be a little bit cautious right there about choosing down as well. Looked over to the coaching staff, just wanted to confirm that was a good decision.
Well, he's out.
Gets the quick escape. Now it's going to come down to if Swiderski's able to muster up some offense or potentially get some stalling calls.
And there's a big takedown, and now the roll.
Yep.
And out.
So now you're going to see Swiderski pick it up. Waters doesn't have to do as much in this situation, so Swiderski's really going to have to pick the right attack and the right angle when he does go attack Waters.
An attempt there. He's got the leg off the mat.
And the crowd doesn't like it, but I think it was a great call. Waters, again, with some great mat intelligence right there. He knows that his length presents some issues. Swiderski runs down the leg on the edge. Waters goes splits. Leg goes off onto the gym floor. And Iowa State might be getting a bigger mat after the season.
1 minute.
Come on, second, make some noise here.
The crowd behind him here. Almost had one there.
And Waters going to have to be aware
here.
Oh,
yeah, he gets the stalling there.
Yep. And now Swiderski attacks again, and that's where you call home crowd advantage or maybe a little bit of Hilton magic. He's going to have to be aware right here. Waters is. Swiderski going to want to go build up. He wants to go waist right here, but that's going to create a wizard position. He goes limp arm, nothing there. He wants to keep pushing, goes back to the ankle pick, and he collects the other leg maybe.
And he got it 3 right there.
Uh-oh. And tells the coaches to go back to their corner.
We're going to look at it here.
I think it's a good call to go look at for sure. Swiderski, just so you're aware, if the takedown holds, gonna have to ride for 15 seconds still.
Well, so he's going to have to do longer than what he did before he cut him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
but Swiderski also hasn't had a stall call. So I think you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable right here as a wrestler. You don't have a stall call.
Here you go.
Right here, Swiderski goes ankle pick again to that lead left leg and looks to go collect that ankle and that foot. I think that's a 3-point takedown. So,
And the call is confirmed.
remember, there's no reaction time on locked hands either. So Swiderski gonna have to be aware here. Great, goes to the ankle. Ref starts the 5 count. Swiderski doesn't have to return, but he looks to return. Great job. Now he's back on that ankle. Again, he wants to move forward while. That's all right. He can take the stall call.
And we're going to sudden victory. The West Virginia coaches wanted.
Yeah, they wanted the stall call.
Is that just because he was on the ankle with
Ankle
the foot?
for, you know, they saw that 5th count came as the buzzer expired, so I don't think the ref gave it to him.
Yes.
Takedown, point, anything wins this match.
Well, the crowd's into it.
Misdirection opportunity right there from Waters. So Swiderski's probably going to go back to the action that won it for him or extended the match, and he goes to the single.
Working it. He's got time.
Got to watch the roll right here. Waters going to look to extend the situation or the sequence.
Well, we saw he was good there before.
And he gets to the ankle. Swiderski, you want to be safe here as a position. It's happening, nothing yet. He's going to have to get up. He's going to have to keep circling. Waters safe right here, has that leg locked up, and we're going to go stalemate. Great work by Waters. Swiderski keeping his hands on him. Usually in overtime, the person that goes for the offense wins, and Swiderski goes back to that ankle pick.
And he's got it! In sudden victory. Swiderski. That win is going to look really good on his resume, Kyvan.
Absolutely. And he clawed it out. Clawed it out. Was down 4-0.
Well, you can see the fans that were right with him the whole way, and there's no doubt the atmosphere in here keeps the Cyclone going.
Right. And boom, there you got your winning takedown right there. The crowd gets into it. Waters tries to kick back over. Opportunity not available. Swiderski with the flex for the home crowd. But I think what you saw right there, again, when you talk about maturation and just development, Swiderski knew the opportunity, and he saw that left leg of Waters continue to show up, and he capitalized later in the match as fatigue started to show.
All right, you're watching college wrestling on ESPN.